Hey, darling. All right, I'm gonna bang a couple of these out for you today. Fix this. Hold on. Gotta get that good angle. So that we keep it kind of simple today. I think we're gonna do sun A and abs, and the next video will be sun B and butts. That being said, let's crown down through our sit bones. You can always change up the cross of your feet if you always sit cross-legged one way. Right. Just checking in. Crown of the head lifts to rise. You can close your eyes. Allowing yourself to come into your breath. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And out through the mouth. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. So the reason I kind of defaulted to simplicity was around I've been teaching the kids, finishing up the last of the niyamas, the kids at the university. And so going into like Santosha and Saucha, and just thinking about Saucha reveals our joyful nature and the yearning for knowing self blossoms. And then Santosha is when at peace and content with oneself and others, supreme joy is celebrated. So in this wonderful book, The Secret Power of Yoga, a space on Saucha, right? Not so obvious simplicity. Cultivating simplicity of mind and emotions can be a refreshing change from the complicated world we live in. When American scientists were making plans to send the first human into weightless space, they encountered many challenges that gravity-bound Earth did not have. Something as routine as keeping a log facilitated the invention of a special writing instrument. In normal usage, ink flows downward from the pen to the paper. This is all done with the persistent force of gravity. Without this force, the ink floats any which way, making writing impossible. Finally, millions of dollars in research and development yielded a pen that could do the job of writing in zero gravity. The ship's logs could now be filled in. The Russians, however, took the simpler route and saved an enormous amount of money, and they used a pencil. It is truly a gift to be simple. The blessings come when you can embrace simplicity, making our lives easier and more joyous. Saucha is the deep purity within our own heart that resonates as our guide to knowing. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale. And exhale. Always coming into our practice from a space of gratitude. We give gratitude to the universe, all that is seen and unseen, right? The weaving of wisdom and knowledge and love. We give gratitude to this earth as it reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of this land. So up in Alaska, the Dene. Here in Missoula area, right? The Salish, the Kootenai, the Kalispel, the Blackfeet, the Pend Oreille tribes. Always understanding that land acknowledgement is just the first step in us doing the right thing. relationship. Thought, word, and deed. Get some of that land and give it back to the native people, literally. Give gratitude for this practice, as it reminds us of the innate love and goodness that lives within all human beings. And it reminds us to lean into that, rather than the falsities of what we're told that we are in terms of nature. Or the nature of us, right? The nature of us is loving and kind. It is not violent and taking. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, our own ancestors, and our own lineage. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to today, you can take the time to do so now. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and slowly open your eyes. Just look around the room, the space, notice any detailing you haven't noticed before. Or rip in this contact. I'm like refusing to throw it out just because I'm being cheap, but I have one more pair left. Go ahead and turn and look out past your right shoulder. And slowly move yourself through center line and turn and look out past your left. And slowly bring yourself back to center. Drop your chin down towards your chest. Squeeze the chin bone to the breastbone. Swallow a couple of times. And then inhale, lift the chin. Tilt it up to the front corner of the room. Nice deep inhale, relaxing and releasing. And exhale slowly, bring the chin back to center line. Let's go ahead and come down and onto our back. We're gonna do abs and then just a bunch of sets of sun A's. Something good about flow and repetition, but we'll stick with the A's. And then the next video I do will be sun B's. And then the next video I will do sun C's. I need to think about what I wanna pair with sun C though. So coming down, basic crunches to start us off, hands back behind the head, elbows stay nice and wide. We pulse up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale, hold here. Exhale. 2 more breaths, big inhale. Exhale. 1 more time, big inhale. Exhale. Bring the soles of your feet together. Let your knees drop out to the side. Be soft through your tailbone and then pulse here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Big inhale. Exhale, close the knees, soles of the feet up to the sky. Release the hands from back behind the head, pulse up towards the toes for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Left hand outside of right foot, right hand outside of left. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach to touch the toes. Exhale, lower. Hands come down to your sides. Pulse the soles of the feet up to the sky. Pull down through the low belly. Tuck your chin in towards your chest. Maybe press into your forearms and your elbows and draw your shoulder blades underneath you. And pulse the hips up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the legs all the way down. Lift and pulse. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 3. Last 2. And 1. Lift, big inhale. Put a bend in the knees again. Hands come back behind the head. Right elbow to left knee. Left elbow to right. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Elbows and knees together to touch. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. Pull the knees in close to the chest. Inhale, reach. Exhale, squeeze. We go for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and for 1. Slowly lower. Hands come out to the sides. Let the knees drop over to the right hand side. Look up past your left fingertips. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull the knees through center. Engage the low belly. Lift the hips a little bit and let the knees drop over that opposite side. Turn and twist. Big inhale. Exhale. Pull the knees back to center line. Rock and roll on your spine and bring yourself all the way up to the top of your mat to stand. We're just gonna run through straight, what's going on with my hair today? We're just gonna run through straight Sundays, bitch. Like some days, you know, you don't do anything to it. People are like, oh my God, what'd you do to your hair? And some days you don't do anything to it and it looks like fucking this. Okay, inhale, arms come high to the sky. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. Pull up and in on the low belly. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come down to the mat. Step, step. Back into your plank. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, drop down to the knees, toes flip flat, lower down. Inhale, baby cobra, hold here, big inhale. Turn and look out past that left shoulder. Engage the legs, take the head through center line. Turn and look out past that right. Bring yourself back to center, lower down to your bust, tuck the toes, press to the knees, hips move back and high, big inhale. Exhale, hold. First down dog of the evening or of the day, turn the elbow points to look at you. Engage your low belly, put a big bend in your knees. Just to kind of get into the practice of it, and then step, step. Feet come up to meet hands. This time, inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, come down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale, pull yourself all the way back up to stand. Exhale, hands pull down through heart line. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, come down and over. Engage the low belly. Inhale, hands to shins. Exhale, let yourself come down. Hands come down to the mat. Step, step. Feet come back into plank. Nice deep inhale. You can drop to the knees or lower straight down. Hover. Inhale, forward facing dog. Breathe into the base of the belly. Exhale, roll over the toes. Send your hips back and high. Hands are nice and wide. Exhale. Maybe you pedal out through your heels a little bit, checking with the stack of the hips on the femur bones. And if you want to this time, maybe you take your hips down to your heels, big bend in your knees, look at between your hands and hop. Feet come up to meet hands. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, let yourself fall. Inhale, we pull ourselves all the way back up to stand. Exhale. Hands move down to heart line. I'm gonna run through that again. Inhale, arms sweep high. Exhale, down and over. Pull up and in on the low belly. Keep it simple. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands plant. Put a bend in your knees. See if you can hop back and catch yourself in a low plank. Inhale. Pull yourself up. Exhale. Roll over your toes. Press yourself back into your down dog. We'll see if I can do this without having my tip pop out. We'll see. Test for the day. Back and down dog. Nice deep inhale. Right, put a big bend in your knees. Check in between your hands. Check in with your elbows and hop. Feet come up to meet, hands inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, down and over the tops of the thighs. And then on the next inhale, lift yourself up to rise. Exhale, hands move down to heart line. Inhale, arms rise, another sunny. Exhale, come down and over, engage the low belly. Really fold into yourself here. Take a moment and then inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Really pull the crown of the head forward. Really let this tailbone be tucked. The hips are sailing back long in the spine. And slowly bring yourself down. Hands plant. Step, step, or hop. Catch. Inhale, forward facing dog. Big inhale. Breathe into the belly, tops of the feet press down into the mat, and then roll over the big toes. Send the hips back and high. Big inhale. And exhale. Put a big bend in the knees. Spot in between the two thumbs. Actually, this time, let's spot in outside of the pinkies and hop your feet wide. Drop down through your seat. Elbows come to the inside of your knees. Nice deep inhale here. Fingertips reach beyond the toes. Arm comes high to the sky. Exhale. Bring yourself back down to center. Same thing. Lift and reach. And then bring yourself back to center. Hands come down to center. We're gonna try something, okay? Crow pose. And we're gonna try to shoot ourselves back into plank from crow. We've been doing this a year now, Jane. So we're gonna take it up a notch, okay? So hands plant, lift through the hips, make that shelf, tip yourself forward, engage your low belly, feet come up off of the mat, big inhale. Maybe toes come together to touch, and when you're ready, shoot your feet back, plank, lowering and lifting. Come down to your knees, press right back into your chest, pull your fingertips out in front of you. Nice deep inhale here. And exhale. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. And exhale. 1 more time in your child's pose. Big inhale. And exhale. Go ahead and walk your hands back towards your knees. Flip over onto your seat. Take your legs out in front of you. We're gonna do a quick little last set of abs. Right leg goes over left. Hook the foot, so eagle legs, right? Right arm underneath left arm. Hands come back into prayer, thumbs close to the face, pinky fingers to the sky. We reach and squeeze. We go for 8, 7, 6, 5, for 4, for 3, last 2, and 1. Squeeze, release the hands, let the knees rock over to the left-hand side as you turn and look up past your right fingertips. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. On the next inhale, squeeze the legs, squeeze the knees, bring the knees through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Knees drop, look out past your left fingertips. Squeeze here. Slowly bring your knees back to center. Release the legs. Left leg over the top of the right. Left arm underneath. Leg over, arm under. Inhale. Extend, squeeze for 8, 7, 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Squeeze, release. Arms come long and wide. Let the knees rock over to the right as you look out past the left first. Big inhale. And then exhale, squeeze the knees, bring them through center line. Same thing on that opposite side. They drop over to the left. We look out past the right fingertips. And then squeeze. Take the knees back to center, release. Wrap your arms around your knees and shins, and then extend the legs all the way to the end of the mat. Coming into your Shavasana. Nice deep inhale. Breathing here, coming back to rest. Bitch, it is about to be summer. And I am excited. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Brilliant beliefs, luminant life force, and personal power. Luminous, okay. Two snow leopards accompany the priestess of the galactic sky as she emerges from the night with a luminous ball of ethereal light. This priestess is telling us that, like her, we can project a brilliant life force energy out in the world. Her heart center shines with the light of her divine origins. The glow of her true identity encircles her head and emanates brightly from her brow and crown chakra. Yet she's no more powerful than you, for you have come from the same luminous source. So few people are taught to believe this truth about themselves. We believe that we are not enough, that we're not deserving, we're not capable of making our dreams come true. But these conclusions project a dark energy that brings unhappiness and blocks goals and desires from manifesting. This card asks us to embrace our luminosity and remember our oneness with Source. It is this oneness that forges our truth and helps us heal our old hurts and misinformed beliefs. Even if lies about your lack of power and value have been with you for a long time, it's never too late to awaken to your truth and let yourself shine. This is a time of renewed energy for you, and the snow leopards are signaling that you have the personal power to overcome your inner demons. In fact, you're now capable of making giant leaps and reversing these toxic mental patterns. When you do, your brilliant new beliefs will manifest a wonderfully new reality, one that will match the resonance of your own luminous life force. Affirmation: I choose to believe in my unlimited power, value, and deserving. My life force shines with the divine of my divine source. Nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, nice deep inhale. And exhale. And when you're ready, you can slowly press yourself up to a simple seat. I gotta change this contact. Hands come to your heart space or they rest down on your knees. Crown of the head lifts to rise. This is one of the best dance songs I've come across in the past couple of years. Just heads up on that one. I Found You by Fred again and Guante. So, the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in me sees, honors, and reflects the divine light, the divine feminine, the divine masculine, and the divine love in you, dear Jane. Thank you for sharing your practice with me. Trust me with your heart, body, spirit, and soul. And to that I say, go in peace, and remember to serve love always. Thanks so much, darling. See you soon.